You can increase your cash flow and your profits by time-proven techniques. The book again is no cash, no problem, and you can buy it now online at www.tantalknetwork.com. Click on the book and follow the instructions, or pick up the phone and call Lola at 727-441-3311. The book costs only $6.99, so do yourself a favor and buy the book today.
Hello there, Tampa Bay. This is former NFL and college football coach Jimmy Johnson. Listen to the Kelly Show every Monday starting at 5 p.m. They can sure use the attention.
And this is former Major League Baseball player, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. I also hope you listen to the Kelly Show every Monday starting at 5 p.m. They can darn sure use the money.
Hi there. This is marine wildlife artist and conservationist Dr. Guy Harvey. Please listen to the Kelly Show every Monday starting at 5 p.m. They need to feel worthy.
Hi, this is Jay Leno.
Hey, this is Ted Nugent.
Hi, everybody. This is David Hobbs.
Hi, this is Bob Varsho.
Hey, this is Danny the Count Coker.
Hey, this is comedian, author, and most importantly, vintage race car driver, Adam Carolla.
Hi, this is Shirley Cha-Cha Muldowney.
I'm John Forrest.
Hey, this is Jack Roush.
And you're listening to Nostalgic Radio and Cars.
That's Nostalgic Radio and Cars with the most fascinating and legendary names in motorsports every Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Merck Air Heating and Air Conditioning reminds us that drugs are a problem that affects the entire family. It ruins lives, breaks hearts and homes, and destroys childhood dreams. Parents, make a resolution this year. Talk to your kids about drug abuse. It may be the most important decision you make. That's from Merck Air Heating and Air Conditioning in Tampa, the heating and air specialists who do residential and commercial applications. Call 813-493-7369 anytime for great service. That's Merck Air Heating and Air Conditioning in Tampa, wishing everyone a safe and happy holiday season.
If you would like to become a wholesale buyer of the premium quality longevity product that you hear about right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network for personal service, you can pick up the phone right now and call Lola at 727-441-3311. Again, that's Lola at 727-441-3311. Or for even faster service, log on to tantalkhealth.com. That's tantalkhealth.com. Here's to your health and longevity.
Join me, Mitch Browser, the first Saturday of each month at 1 p.m. as I browse around Tampa Bay. The show will focus on local pizza restaurants, local movie theaters, and what movie is a must-to-see. Then we will discuss the Tampa Bay Lightning and other happenings in the world of hockey. So please join Browsing Around Tampa Bay the first Saturday of each month on WTAN, 1340 AM, the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Belmont with Alan Freed Productions. We're the oldest rock and roll company in the world, and we're going to do a great New Year's Eve bang-up party. Banquet Masters in Clearwater, 727-541-7876, or Comedy Hall at AOL.com, or just call the station. We're going to have a great time. We've got Bill Haley's Comets. We've got the singer that did Love Potion number 9. We've got Zambrano from Spain doing salsa. We've got the Sweethearts of Disco doing ABBA, and we have the Johnny Cash Show from Nashville. I hope I'll see you there.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
It's Monday! Do you need some Monday motivation? The Shop Local for Good News team is here. I'm Karena Morrison, and we're bringing you the good news stories of our neighbors doing good in our neighborhoods.
You can find us on Facebook Live on the Shop Local for Good page, and we're looking forward to your calls.
Let's get this Shop Local for Good News conversation started, shall we? And happy Monday motivation, everybody. This is Karena Morrison with Shop Local for Good News. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday so far. We are live on the air with our friends, including Ed, who keeps me straight. He's our producer this morning. Thank you, Ed. Ed has helped me out with some technology that's new to me. So if you're calling into the show, our Facebook Live listeners will be able to hear you this week. We are live on the Tan Talk Radio Network, which is AM 1340, 1350, and 1400, and FM 106.1 and FM 104.3. We're everywhere across Tampa Bay. and we're looking to inspire you with stories about our neighbors doing good in our neighborhoods. So we've got a packed show today. Usually our first hour is going to be the Benevolution Foundation hour. It's the hour that we discuss the ways to motivate locally focused, all volunteer managed nonprofits in our community who are doing on the ground work with very limited budgets. So any times that you have to spare to donate to these nonprofits, they're always more empowered. Not only does your donation stay local, but you're not having to pay a whole lot of overhead because everybody's volunteering. So, and then the second hour, you're going to definitely want to stay tuned to. I had a phenomenal conversation with someone that has just stepped up big time in her community, and we're looking forward to her calling in today. So if you are on Facebook enjoying a cup of coffee and you'd like to see what I look like at 7 a.m., feel free to go to the Shop Local For Good Facebook page, and we are live on that page. And obviously, we're live on the air too. So much like live radio has interesting ups and downs, I look forward to your patience with me. I did a whole lot of talking with our neighbors this weekend, and I've got some fantastic stories to tell. Hopefully, you'll think they're fantastic. Behind the technology on our Facebook Live is my daughter, Lorena. Good morning, Lorena. She says good morning in case you can't hear her. I hope everyone can hear me fine. So what I'd like to talk about in the first hour in our Benevolution Foundation hour is the Artist for Good program that we launched at the MarketSpace For Good in downtown Clearwater. Now, the MarketSpace For Good is a program of Shop Local For Good. It's an entrepreneur incubator, but we, much like the mission is the Shop Local For Good mission is to find creative ways for small businesses to help support worthy, locally focused, all volunteer managed nonprofits in our community. The MarketSpace For Good does the same. We have plenty of wall space, and we are actively seeking local artists that would like to showcase their work at the MarketSpace For Good. We're located at 628 Cleveland Street in downtown Clearwater in the Station Square Creative Suites, that in Suite 11. And what you do is you'll come in and visit with our team anytime from Tuesday through Sunday, and we'll pick out a beautiful space on one of our walls for you to showcase your work. And we ask for a donation, a portion of your sale to be donated to the Benevolution Foundation. Now, the Benevolution Foundation, much like the MarketSpace For Good, is instead a nonprofit incubator. What that means is we work with the locally focused, all volunteer managed nonprofits on ways that they can grow their impact in the community. I personally have over a decade in experience in helping establish nonprofit missions from the local level all the way to the national level. And I also currently serve on the board of one national nonprofit, and I've served on the board of directors of several local and state ones too. So I have a lot of experience in helping you manage your board, helping you actually recruit for board members. Board members are very vital to every nonprofit's mission. If you do not have an active board It actually could be the demise, especially if you're an all-volunteer managed nonprofit, because you rely on your board members and their responsibility to ensure the success of your mission. So we show you how to recruit. We show you, we demonstrate some of the more effective questions to ask people, because people need to understand the responsibility of being a board member before they sign up for the year. Being a board member is a huge responsibility, and I just want to give a shout out to all of the board members of nonprofits that have stepped up and truly invest quite a bit of time in getting the nonprofit to be efficient in completing their mission. Most missions that these local nonprofits work with are, local issues. So that's another reason why your donor dollars are more impactful when you donate to a locally focused nonprofit. You're actually doing more to help your neighbors in need. What's also really powerful about supporting local nonprofits are these are the people that are right on the street, and they know and are aware of the issues basically on a personal basis. So they're able to identify a need with much more flexibility than any national or statewide or even countywide one can do. So that's why it's part of my life's work is to support these nonprofits. Also, they rarely, if they do have grant writers, they're lucky, because a lot of the nonprofits who are locally focused tend not to have that resource. So they're not, and then they get beat out by the big guys for all the grant funds. Just trust me on that one. I've written a few grant proposals and saw who actually who received the money, and it was the big guys. Are there people on?
Yeah, Vogue Glamour Parties and Shelly Jaffe said good morning.
Good morning, Vogue Glamour Parties and Events. That would be Suzanne Henry, our dear friend, is joining us on Facebook Live. And so is Shelly Jaffe, a chef extraordinaire of the Scone Age Bakery and Cafe. She was our guest host last week, and we appreciate her coming on. And she's beating me up on Instagram with all her tasty bakeries. My daughter has a big old grin on her face because my daughter actually works at the Scone Age Bakery and is interning under Chef Shelley on baking, and she's also working for Chef Shelley too. So we love Chef Shelley. The Scone Age Bakery was a sponsor last week as well, and they are located on Skinner Boulevard in Dunedin. Skinner Boulevard 3. Can you look up 332?
Yeah.
Skinner Boulevard. It's right off the Pinellas Trail, and they have some phenomenal. Their mac and cheese. I'm talking about mac and cheese again, Mina. Their mac and cheese is fantastic. So, and it's just absolutely delicious. I do want to go back to Vogue Glamour Parties and Events too. Another one of our projects is the hashtag Business for Good program. And we want to reach out into the small business community. And Suzanne, she's a giver. She's a serial volunteer. We're not talking Lucky Charms. Suzanne and her beautiful RV that was transformed into a glamour bus. She's actually donated a party to the Benevolution Foundation. So we have available at the MarketSpace. We have available door prize tickets. So If you are so inclined to want to do a glamour bus party, you have a chance to win. And we're also working with Suzanne on organizing an event to where we will be giving away that. And it's going to be in February. So much appreciation to Vogue Glamour Parties and Events for that donation to the Benevolution Foundation so that we can help other nonprofits. Now, what do we do with our donations through the Benevolution Foundation? Well, it does cost money to run a nonprofit. And what we also want to do is be able to build up a grant fund. Remember that those grant funds that are really hard to achieve. Well, I'm looking to build up a grant fund for the Benevolution Foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit, to where when one of the local nonprofits that we're working with has a project or a program need, then we may be able to help with the support of that. Once again, my team with the Benevolution Foundation, we are also we vet these nonprofits. So we work very closely with them and make sure that they're utilizing their donor dollars correctly. And since they all too often don't get rated by the big guys, because some of these bigger rating companies have unreasonable demands. One of them, just to get rated on their platform, you have to have raised $1 million a year for 5 years straight. So think about that. If it's a nonprofit that's dealing with local issues, it's almost near impossible for them to raise that kind of money without paying people to do it. And if they paid someone like a professional fundraiser, a lot of those companies, they charge up to 80-90 cents per dollar. So we want to avoid that. We want your donor dollars to go right to the volunteer mission and to the need in our community. So that's why the Benevolution Foundation, one of our main missions is to identify those that are doing the maximum good or that have a maximum mission that needs help with in our community, and we want to work directly with them. So going back to what we do at the Benevolution Foundation, we also accept donations through our Facebook page. What I like about what Facebook does with the donations is you can like our page. It's the Benevolution Foundation. And you can actually launch your own fundraiser for our mission in our community and invite your friends to it. And Facebook does not charge any fee. So, for example, if the Benevolution Foundation accepted an online donation through another platform, if any volunteer organization accepted a donation through another platform, then they actually have to pay a percentage through the platform. Some of them can get quite high. So be careful when you're donating through another platform. And, sometimes it's best just to put a check in the mail. That way, the pennies count. The dimes count when it's locally. So going back to Facebook, they don't charge a fee, and they also vet the nonprofits to an extent. For example, I had to apply to be approved as a nonprofit for the Benevolution Foundation through Facebook, and which it was kind of an interesting process, and I was actually a tad impressed because you have to submit your paperwork and they actually do check it. So all my paperwork, Lorena, lots of paperwork. So at least when you are reviewing a Facebook Live. I mean, a Facebook approved nonprofit that at a minimum they had to submit their paperwork from the federal government and the state level, and so they are currently registered that way. Now, what's really important and what's very motivational and inspiring at the same point too is when you're working with a local nonprofit, you're most oftentimes, working right alongside the board of directors and or the executive director. So you actually get to know the leadership on a more personal level. So you can identify any concerns that you have pretty much right away and have them addressed by the leaders directly. That's why I like to work with the local nonprofits, and that's why I have a few recommendations. We are currently accepting grant applications from nonprofits in our community. That is also available on the Benevolution Foundation's Facebook page, that link. And we do already have a couple that we're going to be dedicating some time and funding to. The first one is Bailey's Way Rescue. They actually help Greater Tampa Bay, so it is quite a region. And what they do is they offer foster care to to animals that have been injured or that are in shelters and that are getting ready to be euthanized. So they identify those animals and get them into homes. And they are truly 100% all volunteer. And we worked with their team for the mac and cheese event. They have phenomenal attitudes. They're very grateful about any help that they get. And it was a joy for me to work with. That's Bailey's Way Rescue. They also won the People's Choice Award, Tampa Bay's People's Choice Award for favorite local nonprofit. And part of their reward is working directly with the Shop Local for Good team at one of our upcoming events in 2019. So you're going to want to stay tuned. We have some festivals that are coming up. We definitely are going to return the Summerfest for Good. It was a pleasure working with the Palms of Largo team on that one. So we're going to make that a yearly event. That's Summerfest for Good. There is a Facebook page for that too. And the annual Macaroni and Cheese Fall Festival will also be returning. And that will be the third year that the Shop Local for Good team has managed it. And we are in talks with another major event organizer that I have mad respect for. I'm not going to mention the name, but and he's interested in joining us so that we can make it even bigger, even better, and even more well run in 2019. So if you go to annual Macaroni and Cheese Fall Festival, that's the @ Mac and Cheesy Fun on Facebook. And like the page, you'll be in tuned with. We're going to make a couple of changes. We might change it to earlier in the fall. So you're definitely going to want to like that page and stay in touch with our Mac and Cheesy Fun in 2019. So, and then the Benevolution Foundation has also accepted the grant application of Kids Campaign. Kids Campaign is a local nonprofit that I've known one of the co-founders for many years. And actually, we've worked with the Kids Campaign for quite a few years directly too. And what I love about their mission is it's dual purposed. They like to encourage volunteerism in our community. And the way they do that is they encourage people to volunteer for other nonprofits too. or on other projects that are raising money for other nonprofits. But mostly they encourage neighbors to get to know each other and volunteer in their neighborhoods. And basically what it is I'm going to go ahead and age myself. They reach out into the community or friends and family, and they tell them about the need in their community and that they would like to volunteer. And they would also like to help raise funds for a kids campaign at the same time. So they ask their friends and family or their neighbors to sponsor their volunteer work. And basically what that means is those people that are sponsoring their volunteer work will donate directly to Kids Campaign, because the second part of Kids Campaign mission is to assist families who are living with pediatric cancer. And they assist these families with some expenses that may not necessarily be covered by other organizations, or that they've had a recurrence of pediatric cancer in their child's life, and they only qualified because funds are limited for help for help once from the nonprofits. So there's a lot of need out there, and it could be as simple as travel expenses to go have a procedure done for their child that is not available in the state, to just gas money to get to their procedures. So shout out to Christine Hanlon and the Kids Campaign.
She said good morning, by the way. She's on Facebook.
Christine's on?
Yeah.
Good morning, Christine. She's on our Facebook Live. So if you are on Facebook Live, please, and you do have a nonprofit mission, please share your link, because I do want to reach out to a broader base of worthy local nonprofits. And especially if you're all volunteer managed, I definitely want to have a conversation with you so that we can see what kind of help that we can give to you. I was chatting with another local nonprofit earlier this week, and the Benevolution Foundation can offer a grant for something as simple as, participating in an event that would be huge for that nonprofit's networking ability with the community. There's all kinds of ways that we can help. And, some of them are smaller expenses than others. So definitely share your link in the Facebook Live as a comment. Or if you are not on Facebook, you can send us a message at shoplocalforgoodnews.com. That's shoplocalforgoodnews.com. And we have a contact us form, and we want to hear from you. We also want to hear stories of regular neighbors. Now, I find this a little funny to say, because if you're doing good in your neighborhood, you're a step above or just a regular neighbor. So if you know of any neighbors doing good in your neighborhoods, please send us those stories too, because I'd love to read them on air. I'd love to read them. And then I'll pick a few, and we'll have a story a week. I think that'll be our new segment. Neighbors doing good in our neighborhoods. I'm going to take a little sip of water live on the radio. And so take a moment to breathe. How's that for motivation? Now you get to hear me for another half hour. Let me tell you why my voice is a little bit strained. We had, obviously, the Benevolution Foundation is located at the MarketSpace For Good, and that is in Station Square Creative Suites at 628 Cleveland Street in Suite 11. And we had a weekend packed full of events. The MarketSpace For Good launched a Saturday community market on the beautiful patio of Station Square. And basically that is locally produced or local entrepreneurs that are available on Saturday. And in December, that's from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that's, once again, that's the beautiful patio at the Station Square Creative Suites. It is a private patio, but we open the gate so that if you're walking by on Cleveland Street, you'll be able to see us. Just look for the Shop Local for Good banner on the fence of the Station Square building. Now, so we had the Saturday market, and we definitely want to thank all our neighbors who are dropping in, because not only do we have vendors who are outside on the patio, but we kind of took over the kitchen. It's a shared kitchen in our creative space because we had some fantastic vendors in there. One of them was Beach Kava. She is the only mobile kava bar, kava and kratom bar in Florida. How's that? We've got her locally, and we love Sandra and their family. They are enthusiastic supporters of community and just a joy to work with. So they were there Saturday in our shared kitchen. And then we invite our visitors to the outdoor market to come indoors, because we have over 20 entrepreneurs, authors, artists, and artisans that their products are represented 6 days a week, Tuesday through Sunday, on the shelves of the market space in the walls. So it's a shopping adventure. If you go to downtownclearwater.com and look up the businesses, they have us under shopping and adventure arena. So I'm not lying when I say it's a shopping adventure. The city of Clearwater thinks so. So that's downtownclearwater.com. We'll give them a shout out because they did a fantastic job with Sunday's event in the Station Square Park. Was that not the biggest inflatable that you had seen ever? They had an inflatable movie screen, y'all. It was really cool. It was like the drive-ins. Now I'm dating myself again. If you remember going to the drive-in and sitting in your car and watching a screen, it wasn't quite that big. But it was pretty big. I'm going to have to see because there's another one coming up this Sunday, and it's Polar Express. So, and the movies are from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And what we decided to do, the Shop Local for Good team decided to do was, not only do we have a Saturday market, but we had a Sunday night market too. And Bula Beach Kava Bar, they ended up getting recruited by the city to serve hot chocolate for free. So that was awesome that the city did that. So, and it was awesome for a small business owner, especially one that's just launched. So we were all really excited that, and Sandra's girls did a fantastic job. They made 54 hot chocolates.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah. And then we got some visitors that came in from the movie, and they got to do some tasting because Aunt Niecy was there. She had her pumpkin dip, y'all. If you ever have a chance to go to a Aunt Niecy tasting, you gotta go because she's got some pretty good tastings. She had her olive tapenade with the garlic bruschetta.
Meatballs.
And she had meatballs. Oh man, was that pineapple jalapeno fruit butter the bomb?
Yeah.
That was good. She had it on meatballs. And she was telling us, I'm going to give you a secret recipe over the air. It won't be secret after that. I don't think she minds because she was telling everybody. So it's meatballs with her pineapple jalapeno fruit butter and cheddar cheese. And it was good. It was really good. And then what she does too is she has a cranberry pecan fruit butter Grand Marnier that she puts over cream cheese, and it's a really good dip for the holidays. So if you're looking for something quick because you're running around shopping locally for the holidays, then come by the MarketSpace For Good, and you'll get to see our Artists for Good that we have available currently. We have Thomasia Martins artwork up, and he is actually donating 50% of your purchase price. So what you do is you add art and beauty to your world, and then you're also helping a local artist while you're helping a locally focused nonprofit mission, and probably more than one, because the funds are donated to the Benevolution Foundation. And then we also have Rashida Sharif. She does the sun, water, earth, and air bonsai-inspired sweet trees that she uses Swarovski crystals on, and they are absolutely gorgeous. They can be used as meditation tools, or just I know when I look at my tree, I have one that has garnets on it, and it just makes me smile. So if you're looking for a piece of art that is guaranteed to make you feel wellness, I'm going to say, or give you a smile, Rashida has some on display at the MarketSpace For Good, and she is also one of our Artists for Good too. So a portion of your investment in her artwork will also be donated to the Benevolution Foundation. So in case you can't visualize how this is working, we are encouraging small business owners to identify a local mission, one or more, that they can comfortably donate to. And then the Shop Local for Good team will also encourage the supporters of that local mission to shop locally with the small businesses who are helping to support their mission. So it's kind of like a circle of life thing, and it's locally focused. And Shop Local for Good was launched in 2017, and we have some pretty big and pretty inspiring stories to tell about some of the local small businesses that have stepped up big time. One of them is our dear friends Clyde and Michael with Edgewater in Maine. They are in Tarpon Springs on Klosterman Road. Their boutique is, and they actually do interior design, and they have a boutique for fine linens and all kinds of really wonderful things that can add hominess and lots of beauty to your home as well. And they have actually an artist showcase up there, Lorena. I want to go up and see them and see what they've got in their new showcase that they're reaching out into the local art community. It just makes me happy when local artists are being supported by local businesses. So Clyde and Michael, we've known them for years, and that's their passion is to help grow the community, and they also find unique ways to do it. But they've been huge supporters of the Shop Local for Good mission. When I reach out to them for support on door prizes, in the community. They're always willing to step up, and we just greatly appreciate them. So that's one of our businesses for good that we can give a shout out to. Now let's go back to that Business for Good campaign that we are launching in the MarketSpace for Good. We have this phenomenal display that we can display your business cards in. And so when we have visitors that come into the MarketSpace for Good, obviously we explain the programs that we have operating out of that beautiful space at 628 Cleveland Street in Suite 11 of the Station Square Creative Suites. We have our own parking garage too. Squirrel. So you don't have to get... Who said? Deborah? Gabby. Good morning, Gabby. I'm looking forward to the second hour. I hope you are. Gabby's one of our businesses for good too. So going back to the Business for Good program, basically it is a showcase of your business cards. We already have some invested by donating. We ask for a monthly donation to showcase your business cards so that we can help pay for the radio show. That's a good one, because if we don't have the funds to pay for the radio show, then we can't talk to our neighbors about all the wonderful missions of the nonprofits that we're dealing with. So radio is powerful, and we love to stay on board with that. And I just received a message. So to have your display, to have your business card displayed, we do ask for a monthly donation for that. And it can start at $25, but you're more than willing to donate more if you feel the need. So let me turn down this phone, shall I? All right. That was a Facebook Messenger, in case you heard the ding out in Radio Land. By the way, we do have a YouTube channel. It is Shop Local for Good on YouTube. You can find our videos on YouTube, because what happens at the Tan Talk Radio Network is they have their own YouTube channel, and they air us live on their YouTube channel. And through the magic of my daughter's technology wonders, what she does is she downloads it from their channel and then uploads it onto ours. So we do appreciate all subscribers on the Shop Local for Good YouTube channel. And then if you maybe sleep in on a Monday and you need motivation anytime, you'll have hours of motivation to revisit on our YouTube channel. So now, for businesses who want to take it up a notch, you can also sponsor the Benevolution Foundation Hour. And basically what you'll get for that is not only a great big thank you on the air, but you'll also be mentioned in our Facebook Live event. And because I do set up an event on the Shop Local for Good page, that will have your link to your business so that our supporters can support you. And you'll also be memorialized on our YouTube channel in the description. So it's kind of a powerful way to let the community know that you care, and to make an impact on many lives in our community. So once again, we appreciate all likes and shares. We do have a couple of pages that we would like for you to consider. One of them is the Benevolution Foundation. That's the THE Benevolution Foundation, BENEVOLUTION. I can spell on a Monday morning. I'm so excited. So last night was fun, wasn't it? Karena? So the movie they played last night was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And it was fun seeing all our neighbors out there. It was a little chilly, but they were all bundled up watching this big, huge movie screen and getting hot chocolate delivered to them from some enthusiastic small businesses. And then the Clear Sky Cafe people were out there. They had green jello with a mock-up of cat food. It wasn't real cat food. And I got to talk to their team. Great guys. And then La Fondita de Leo was there with their eggnog. And Pour Yours was there with some chips and guac. So it was the community coming together at the Station Square City Park. And if you haven't been to the Station Square Park, it's right on Cleveland Avenue. It's midway in the 600 block. And it's actually right next door to our beautiful patio that we have a market on every Saturday. And so the city has events there, but you can pack a lunch, especially if you work in downtown Clearwater, or drop in one of our fantastic restaurants that are open during the week and enjoy lunch by the waterfall. It's a pretty waterfall. Water fountain, not a waterfall. And the city's tree is there, the Christmas tree. So it's kind of a peaceful place just to get away. And next Sunday, that's December 23rd, they're going to be playing the Polar Express movie. And we will also be outside on the beautiful patio. And the market is packed next week. So you definitely want to drop in on Saturday. And we actually have different vendors that are going to be there Sunday too. So we're looking forward to more of our Clearwater neighbors coming out and, visiting, because not only do you get to shop at the outdoor market, you get to come in and see what our Entrepreneur Incubator members are doing with all of their products. We have everything ranging from locally hand-rolled cigars by B&L Fine Cigars to wonderfully put together, beautifully smelling gift sets by Aramel Apothecary. She does handcrafted soaps and sugar scrubs and lotions, and she's put together some really beautiful gift sets. So it's like Christmas in a bag, but it's pretty. And what I love about Aramel Apothecary, because she's another one of our businesses for good, is she's very generous to people, to our missions that need door prize baskets. So she has donated quite a bit over the year towards door prizes for several different missions. So we want to give a shout out to Aramel Apothecary and encourage our neighbors to come in and get a tour, because she also has these shower steamers, and so they're kind of like bath bombs, but if you don't want to sit in the bathtub and you want the same kind of aromatherapy, she uses essential oils and natural ingredients, and has wonderful shower steamers. And who else we got there? We got DJ's Homemade Salsa. He stepped up big time for Bailey's Way Rescue, and he designed a gift basket for the mac and cheese for them. So shout out to Donnie. He's a very, very dear friend of ours, and he's got all kinds of flavors of salsas. And once again, it's locally crafted, locally packaged. And once you've tried locally sourced foods, you're not going to want to go back. So he has flavors such as it ranges from fresh and zesty on the mild side to Trinidad Reaper, which we had a couple come in. It was really fun after they were at the holiday carnival. And I was showing them DJ's salsas. And one of the ladies says, challenge accepted. And her girlfriend says, challenge accepted. So they bought Trinidad Reaper. It was awesome. They're going to challenge each other and see if they can handle the heat. Anyway, he also has burning pineapple and burning mango. Burning mango actually happens to be my favorite. And Dragon's Breath. He has fantastic names for his salsas. But I've gone all the way up to Burning Desire, which is a medium hot. I haven't accepted the Trinidad Reaper challenge, but I do know a friend of ours, because occasionally Donnie's there doing tastings as well. And I do know a friend of ours who had tasted it. And I'll give you his feedback. Basically, what he said was, it is pretty hot, but it's not just burn the top of your head off hot. It has a really good flavor profile. So shout out to Donnie. And we also have Numa Nursery products that are locally sourced. Moringa. So if you haven't heard of Moringa, you definitely want to look that up, because it's a plant. It's a tree that has been used for many, many, many hundreds of years as a plant-based protein, but it's also medicinal. Does good things, good works for your body. So, and then we have local authors from the Dark Horse Florida Publishing Group, and that have compilations of short stories. We have poetry, and then we have Sebastian Roberts' novel. His entire series of novels is showcased at the MarketSpace For Good. And the latest one is Dragonfly, and that's like a political thriller. I've actually got that one. I'm gonna maybe Mondays are my day off, y'all, just in case you didn't know, because you will also get to meet me, because I am at the MarketSpace For Good. You'll get to meet the voice behind the radio. I'm at the MarketSpace For Good Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And during special events, we are open a little later, tad later. So Sunday we were open until 9 because of the movie. But come on out. Come on out Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. during the month of December, and shop locally with over 20 small businesses who, in case you can't tell by now, I consider them family. They actually, every single one of them has given back to our community in some way, shape, or form, whether it's been with their time or with their limited funds. And if you're out there and you're a small business owner, reach out to our team through Shop Local for Good News on the Contact Us page, and just let me know that you want to be a part of our Business for Good program. No obligation. I promise you I will not beat you up with emails, because I don't have time for spam, and I know you don't. I will just send you one email and maybe one follow-up, because you never know about that the whole junk folder thing, just to make sure that you received it. Or if you just want to reply to me to let me know you received it and you're in consideration, that would be great. Now, coming up in the second hour, we are going to be speaking with a small business owner who does do a lot of support in the community. She's also stepped up pretty big time to help out with the MarketSpace For Good and the Shop Local for Good team mission to do good in our neighborhoods. So once again, after the small break, the small Tan Talk Radio break, this is Shop Local for Good News Monday Motivation, and we are looking forward to motivating you with a story of a small business owner doing good in our neighborhood.
WTAN, Clearwater,
FM 106.1,
WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay, WZHR, Zephyr Hills,
FM 104.3.
Listen.
Clearing out al-Shabaab, heading toward a showdown. I'm Michael Toscano. Weekend raids by U.S.-led forces in Somalia in remote areas killed at least 62 al-Shabaab militants fighting the United Nations-backed government there. More from Scott Carr in Washington.
Officials say 4 strikes were carried out with Somali partners with the aim of preventing al-Shabaab from using remote areas as a safe haven to plan and direct future attacks. Officials claim no civilians were hurt.
The raids took place in an area said to be one of the terror group's last hideouts in Somalia. The stalemate over Friday night's looming partial government shutdown seems no closer to resolution this morning, as the White House insists it must have $5 billion to begin building a border wall. Linda Kenyon has more.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says Trump could ease the pain if he would just agree to a compromise.
Leader Pelosi and I offered the president 2 options as to how to avoid the shutdown. And we should not let a temper tantrum, threats, push us in the direction of doing something that everybody, even our Republican colleagues, know is wrong.
On NBC's Meet the Press, Schumer added the president is fighting a losing battle.
Saudi Arabia says this morning it rejects a U.S. Senate resolution last week that put the blame for the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi squarely on Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The statement from the kingdom refers to blatant interference in their affairs, an unusually strong rebuke of any U.S. action. The Israeli military has exposed a 4th Hezbollah attack tunnel into Israel from Lebanon, and Ian Lee reports from Jerusalem the Israelis are looking to the United Nations.
Israel wants action within the UN Security Council. They say it violates UN Security Council Resolution 1701, which ended the war between Hezbollah and Israel in 2006. The UN says they're aware of the tunnels, they're investigating, and they'll present their results to the Security Council.
An annual survey of teen smoking finds twice as many high school students are vaping using electronic cigarettes compared to last year. Stock futures down on Wall Street. I'm Michael Toscano.
Hugs at the arrival gate.
Hey, missed you so much.
Seeing your best bud for the first time in a long time. Family and friends around the table. At Lincoln, we know the holidays are filled with moments like these, when we realize that the greatest wish of all is one that brings us together. In that spirit, we invite you into our home during the Lincoln Wishlist event. With exceptional offers on the Lincoln family of luxury vehicles. The Lincoln Continental, the MKZ, the MKC, the new Nautilus, and the iconic Navigator. The Lincoln Wishlist event, because wishes really do come true at your Lincoln dealer.
Hi, this is John Austin, host of the Book Club on the Tan Talk Radio Network. I spent 35 years in publishing, and today I want to tell you about a book that could change your life. The book is No Cash, No Problem. The author is Dave Wagenford. Dave Wagenford is one of the greatest barter experts in the world. He's bartered over $500 million in goods and services. If you want to remodel your home, but the cost is just too high, or maybe there's an automobile that you have dreamed of owning, but thought you just couldn't afford. Well, this book will allow you to do both of those things, plus hundreds more with little or no cash. Maybe you're a business existing profits. Read this book and see how you can increase your cash flow and your profits by time-proven techniques. The book again is No Cash, No Problem, and you can buy it now online at www.tantalknetwork.com. Click on the book and follow the instructions, or pick up the phone and call Lola at 727-441-3311. The book costs only $6.99, so do yourself a favor and buy the book today.
Did you ever think about hosting your very own radio show? Here's how.
Hey, Tampa Bay, did you know you can have a 1-hour program on the Tan Talk Radio Network for less than the cost of one 60-second announcement on many Tampa Bay stations? That's right. We'll put you on the radio for less than the cost of one 60-second announcement on many stations. Check it out today. Use your program to promote yourself, your business, or someone else's business. Call Lola Jean, the broadcast queen, 727-510-7622. That's 510-7622. Call Lola Jean now to check out your Tan Talk Network program. In addition to network radio, we'll stream your program in audio and video all over the world. Call Lola Jean now, 727-510-7622. Call today. Your network 1-hour program can start tomorrow. Broadcast your message in audio and video on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
For some youngsters, Christmas can be the saddest of times. Help change that by bringing a toy to any of the designated drop-off areas. This message courtesy of Mr. Terrazzo, LLC, located at 7119 14th Street South in St. Petersburg. Stop by or call 727-420-9291. That's 727-420-9291. That's Mr. Terrazzo, LLC, on the air reminding everyone to make a child's holiday brighter by donating a toy this holiday season.
If you would like to become a wholesale buyer of the premium quality longevity product that you hear about right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network for personal service, you can pick up the phone right now and call Lola at 727-441-3311. Again, that's Lola at 727-441-3311. Or for even faster service, log on to tantalkhealth.com. That's tantalkhealth.com. Here's to your health and longevity.
Hello, this is Prior Smith speaking. Again, this winter season, vacationing Canadians are staying in touch with home, listening to Canada Calling throughout Florida. And right here on the Tan Talk Network, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. and 12 noon. Join me for Canada Calling, a 65-year listening tradition on WTAN AM 1340 and FM 106.1, WZHR Zephyr Hills, AM 1400 and FM 104.3, and WDCF Dade City, AM 1350.
Tom O'Brien is on the Tan Talk Radio Network. Every Monday through Friday from 4 till 5 p.m., Tom takes to the airwaves as he breaks down the day's market action. Tom combines his technical knowledge of the markets with his years of trading experience to take your calls and questions every market day from 4 to 5 p.m. Whether you're new to trading or an active day trader, don't miss out on the Tom O'Brien Show live on the Tan Talk Radio Network from 4 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
It's Monday! Do you need some Monday motivation? The Shop Local for Good News team is here. I'm Karena Morrison, and we're bringing you the good news stories of our neighbors doing good in our neighborhoods.
You can find us on Facebook Live on the Shop Local for Good page, and we're looking forward to your calls.
Let's get this Shop Local for Good News conversation started, shall we? And this is Monday Motivation. My name is Karena Morrison, and you are listening to Monday Motivation on the Tan Talk Radio Network with the Shop Local for Good News team. We are a team because we are also on Facebook Live on the Shop Local for Good Facebook page. And my camera woman extraordinaire is my daughter, Lorena. So say hi, Lorena.
Hello.
She says good morning. She also manages our YouTube page, which is Shop Local for Good. We appreciate all subscribers to our YouTube channel. Please look us up. And, if you're curious and you want to see more Monday motivation, if you want to have Monday motivation every day of the week, I think there's enough shows for that for at least a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
We've been on the air since July. We were on another station, but now we're home with the Tan Talk Radio Network. Now, we have got a caller that's calling in. She has actually stepped up big time on assisting our Shop Local for Good team. She's got an amazing attitude. She just loves to help people, and I'm totally teasing her, and she'll be calling in a few minutes. I hope somebody can answer the phone. And we'll be talking to her about what drives her to help people in the community. A little bit, she's an entrepreneur, so it's a little bit about her business, and actually ways that you can join her team, because she's got some fantastic opportunities available, and how she's working with the Shop Local for Good team on building a stronger downtown Clearwater, because that's part of our mission as well, is to bring life and vitality to the downtown Clearwater network on Cleveland Street. We're located at 628 Cleveland Street. That's Suite 11 in the Station Square Creative Suites. So that's our MarketSpace For Good program, where it's an entrepreneur incubator, and our caller is going to be, or she actually showcases her business there as well. And she's also stepped up big time to help out as a special events manager and our Saturday market manager. So she's an all-around rock star in my book, her and her family, because she has a wonderful support group and of family and friends to cheer her on. And you just can't help but be in a great mood when you're around our friend, who will be calling in a few minutes. So once again, I just want to review the Business for Good program. That's hashtag Business for Good. If you want to research it and find our we have an application, as well as or you can send us a message on shoplocalforgoodnews.com. That's shoplocalforgoodnews.com. You could just send us a contact us form with the subject line Business for Good, and we'll get back with you. My promise to you is I will not spam you. So, for example, if you send us a message through our website, that's shoplocalforgoodnews.com, and I reply, just please, briefly reply that you received my email and that it didn't get caught in your junk folder. Because I don't have a lot of time, and I know you don't, and I don't use automatic email programs. Every email that you are going to get from Karena at Shop Local for Good or Karena at the Benevolution Foundation.org is going to come directly from me. I do use an email program, but I don't blast people. It's just, to me, not respectful of your time as a busy business owner. Say that 5 times fast on a Monday morning. So what we are doing through the Business for Good program is we are asking that you make a monthly donation to the Benevolution Foundation in our mission to grow nonprofit, worthy, all nonprofit, all volunteer, locally focused nonprofits in our community. And then we showcase your business cards at the MarketSpace for Good. So our visitors at the MarketSpace for Good will not only get to shop local for good, but with our people our members that we have in the retail space, their products, but they'll also get to learn more about the businesses that are stepping up in Tampa Bay to be a part of Business for Good. So once again, you can email me. It's Karena at shoplocalforgood.com. Or you can go to our website, which is shoplocalforgoodnews.com, and send us a contact us form. Or you could go to our Facebook page and send us a message there. There's all kinds of ways to find me, you guys. Seriously. There's all kinds of ways to find me. So what we are looking to do is spotlight businesses. And if you already know of a nonprofit that you are working with in our community, we definitely want to know your story about that too. So please send us the stories of your neighbors doing good in your neighborhood so that we can spotlight the not so regular superhero folks in our neighborhood, helping our neighbors in need. Let me send that phone number out again to our guest and encourage her to call in as soon as possible. So we are waiting for our guest to call in, but while we do that, I want to just do a recap of the first hour. We spoke about the Artist for Good program that has openings at the MarketSpace. So if you are a local artist, please come on by. We're open Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. In the month of December. And we have wall space and we have some shelf space so if you have a unique art that doesn't get hung on the wall and you would like to be a part of the program, it doesn't hurt to come on in and talk to us about what we're doing in the community. And then if we can't showcase your work, then I would like to get your contact information because I'm always looking for artists for local events that we do. All right, we have Gabby Lyons on the line.
Good morning.
Good morning. We can hear you. Now, if you have your Facebook Live on, you need to mute your phone or everybody will hear you echoing.
Okay, let me get off of that. I do come off. Okay. Can you
awesome.
hear me?
I can hear you. Now, before we get into all the excitement that's been going on with you in your life lately, I do want to give a little bit of history on Gabby the woman and where you found yourself before you decided to be a local entrepreneur.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go back. I've been with It Work for 2.5 years. This coming year in July, it will be 3 years, and I have loved every step of it. So how I got where I am today all happened due to a major heartache that my husband had passed away 3 years ago, and I was working in the medical field at the time. Matter of fact, I was supposed to go back to college, and I had just left the office I was working at to go to college full time and finish up my degree. Just so happened life didn't work that way. That's not what God had planned for me.
Right.
My husband had passed just before Christmas 3 years ago, and I went into a deep depression. I had friends trying to come over and help me, trying. I had a young daughter at the time. She was 9. So I couldn't stay that way. I knew life had to go on, and I knew I had to get motivated. I just couldn't get motivated.
Right.
That's where friends of mine came into my life, and she gave me what we call greens on the go. And I swear she probably gave me 40 of them. My purse was full. And one day I just said, okay, enough is enough. Let me try this. It can't hurt. So I began drinking the berry greens for about 3 days. I was coming out of my funk. I felt a lot better. To say I was completely out of course not. I mean, that was still a work in progress, but the greens definitely got my body healthy, and I was feeling better.
Right.
And I called her and I said, oh my gosh, honey, I said, I love the greens. I said, it's helped me a lot, and I love you so much for bringing those into my life for me. And she goes, so do you want to buy some? And I basically said, of course not. Really? I said, I need to join the company. I said, if they could do what they're doing for me, do you know how many other people out there would love to have something like this in their life? And honestly, I had never heard of it work before then. And this company has been around almost 18 years.
That still fascinates me when people come up to you at the market and you ask them if they heard of It Works and they say no. Maybe because I've been in the event management area for so many years, maybe that's why. And well, in the health and wellness area too. So I'm sorry. Go back to your story. I just I love it when you're talking to people at the market and you ask them, because you asked that question pretty much right off the bat, and when they say no, it still shocks me.
Right, and the thing is majority do say no, and the ones that have heard of It Works, all they know is about our wraps.
Right.
But this company is so much more than just wraps. I mean, the wraps are awesome, don't get me wrong. But that's where the company started, was with their wraps. But now we have like over 40 products that are all plant-based and natural and can help you with all your health and wellness needs, with most. And I mean, I'm so excited. I mean, 2.5 years I've been in this. I love meeting the new people I've met. This business has brought me out of my shell, has made me a totally different person. It's been wonderful. Just getting out there and not being so shy, I guess you want to say.
You were shy in a way.
Yeah, I was at one time. Believe that?
Wow.
I was always afraid I was going to say something wrong. So until I really got to know the person, it took me a while to start communicating with them.
Wow, you're a rock star now. Hey, full disclosure to everybody that's listening, Gabby stepped up big time, her and her family. We launched the Shop Local for Good team launched a market on Saturdays, and within that month, my husband got called out of town to work, and my daughter accepted a full-time job. So it was just going to be little old me trying to run an outdoor market and an indoor retail space. And Gabby and her family stepped up huge. And Gabby has phenomenal experience in these kind of things. And she decided to accept the role as the Saturday market manager and special events manager. So I wanted to interrupt your life story just to thank you for that.
You're fine. Basically, that's how I got started with It Works, is basically what I had already explained. And my why. My why now is, well, the other why was my daughter at the time. Like I said, I wanted to be home with her. I didn't want the stress. I mean, I loved working with people in the medical field, but it was a lot of hours and a lot of stress. And that was the last thing I wanted at the time of what I had already just gone through.
Right.
So I needed something I could be home with my daughter and spend more time with her and not have a hectic schedule, be available for her when she needed me. So, and this opportunity was perfect in all ways, all around ways. So now I'm just looking at, with this opportunity, I'm making my dream board of what I'm looking for in the next few years and what I'm working for. well, not just other people's households, but maybe other people out there need financial help too. And this is the perfect opportunity, especially if you don't have that extra vehicle because you can work social media and right from your phone with this business. So, and no matter where you go, so you can be anywhere and work it, just talking to people, social media and in person, which I love the belly to belly. That's why I started events right out of the gate, pretty much. I wanted to get out there to the public and just start talking to people and show them my excitement. Because sometimes that can be hard on social media.
Oh, it's always hard. Yeah.
Yeah, unless I send voice messaging, then they can hear it. But it's still tough. But people get to see who you are. And especially when you're, like I said, again, in front of people, being face to face. And that's why I love the events. And I'm so happy. Thank you so much, Karena, for giving me this opportunity with Shop Local for Good. It's been a very, it's been a major blessing in my life.
Oh, well, you're a very special individual. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the whole shy thing because you're so good with people. And here's why. And I want people to understand this. Gabby, if you're around Gabby for about 2 or 3 minutes, first of all, you're gonna go, yeah, Karena, she's not shy. But Gabby, you can tell that you actually truly and honestly care about other people. So, and the reason why it's really powerful to have that conversation, in person is eye contact. You're not getting that in social media. I mean, even with the cameras, maybe, but I mean, human to human eye contact is very powerful, especially when you're telling your story about your health, or wellness, because full disclosure, my daughter and I have actually been taking It Works products for several months now, and I can personally recommend them. I mean, and I've tried a few of them too, and I'm a big fan of the keto coffee with the dark chocolate greens in the morning, and there's several other supplements. I like the vitamin pack because then I don't have to have like 12 bottles sitting on my counter. And then of course you've got the keto energy that's perfect midday, and then the collagen. The collagen for a lifetime insomniac, it's just like wonderful is what it is. I actually wake up before my alarm, which I can tell you honestly has not happened in the last 5 years without that. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I'm one of those snooze button people. Which I hear is really bad for you, by the way.
Yeah, so you don't really get anything out of that. It makes you more grumpy, I think.
Yep. But It Works has some. You have a special opportunity though, too, don't you?
To join.
Yeah.
Join my team. Yes, right now we do, and it's not going to be on very much longer. Excuse me. As of the 23rd is what I'm telling everybody right now, and I only have so many coupon codes left. If you can join me right now with my team, you would get special one-on-one training from me, especially if you're local, because you could do the events with me and really get that what's the word I'm looking for?
Well,
get that up close and personal, with the people, and I show you how to do that, learning the product. And to join right now, you guys ready for this? I mean, it's unbelievable to have your very own business. It is only $20.
It's only $20, y'all.
To join me. And normally it's $99. And here's something else. With that $20, you are getting your very own business, for sure. You're getting my training. If you live close by, you're going to be able to learn how to do events like I do.
And she's good because let's just rewind a little bit too. Gabby's been doing my events with me for over a year and a half, and she's really good. So you're getting trained by someone that's got lots of experience. So go back.
All right, hold on just one moment, Karena. I'm sorry.
So going back to the events, I'm gonna let everybody know why it's important when you're in a business that involves relationships, building relationships. It's really vital for you to have that experience to talk one-on-one with people that you may not know. So getting used to and getting that experience of working side by side with Gabby at one of our Saturday markets or a special event is actually it's a special opportunity. And I think we lost Gabby. Events are important when you're an entrepreneur of any kind. So and there's ways to do it. There are ways that it can be done wrong. I've seen both. For example, when someone walks into a market area, you don't want to be aggressive with them. And Gabby, if you could hear me, my producer is currently not in his booth, but keep calling in. Don't hang up. I'm sure he'll be right back. So what I try to coach event vendors on is you have to stay with your booth. Because if I'm having to run and get you because there's somebody at your booth looking around, then you've actually lost that sale, and then I'm away from my duties. Okay. All right. Hung up on me on live radio. What's up with that?
I didn't mean to. I have my special guest coming right now.
Okay.
So she was calling in through my gate, and that's how we got disconnected.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
So where was I? Where were we?
You were talking about the opportunity that your special guest is about to take part in.
Oh yeah. So anyway, so when you join me right now for the $20, I think where I had left off is I know I told you I'd give you my personal training. You would have the events to come to if you're local, and I'll train you there right on the spot, show you how we talk to people and learn about the product. But here's something else that's amazing, that this company, It Works, is cares about us. They're not just one of those big conglomerate companies that could care less. They want to see us achieve our goals. They want to see us succeed. So they always give us things that help us. Oh, there go my dogs. See? They always want to do things that help us succeed and make it what our dreams are, where our dreams are, and achieve those, our goals. So also It Works with the $20 to start your business is giving you over $150 worth of free products.
So that kind of jump starts your sales.
Correct. My special guest is here.
Okay.
My dogs are going crazy. Sorry about all the racket.
Hey, life happens.
Yeah, my life's real. Like
right.
Everybody else's, I guess. I can't all have everything perfect. Oh, she brought her new baby with her.
Okay, so what they're getting is they're getting your one-on-one training. They're getting the opportunity to participate, in the field. We'll call it in the field at the Saturday market. So they'll get to view, they'll get to experience what it means to do events, which is huge. That's kind of training that people pay big money for. You know this, right, Gabby?
Oh yeah, they do, and I'm willing to teach them because I love what I do so much, and I want to see other people out there succeed like I have, and I want to give them that one-on-one. And here's the other thing: I have a team that is above me that taught me, and you'll also get their one-on-one experience. So it's not like you would ever be alone in this business, but it is your business.
Yeah, and we need to. When it comes to this form of business, I am. There's some people out there that are judgmental about it. I'm not.
Yeah.
However, I will caution people that you can't just expect everything to come to you. You've got to work as well. It is your
Correct.
responsibility to make your business a success.
Very true. Very true. And some people think they can join and just sit back and it's all going to happen. But that's not how anything works in life.
Yeah.
You've got to work for what you want.
Right.
So, yes. But the nice thing is you'll get the training that you need and the backup.
Yeah. But, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but that's important for people to understand, only because, I'll bet you around 90% of anybody that quits It Works, because I'm involved as well now, are people that got in just expecting everything to get handed to them. And and don't have a concept of entrepreneurship at that level, because I've experienced the training. I find it fantastic. The leadership Fair and Tammy, they're phenomenal. They've got their heads on straight, just from the things in the conversations. And I've been more I haven't been as active as I could be but I understand that because I'm running a few other things. But I've watched some of the Facebook Lives I've done. I'm an observer of things,
Right.
and I am also one of those people that has to be on the product for several months before I actually recommend it to other people, because I want to see how it works for me.
Of course, and that's what people need to understand. The products are meant for everybody, of course, depending on what you're looking for with your health and wellness.
Yeah.
People have to understand when it comes to natural products, it doesn't work overnight. It's not a magic pill.
Right.
Because you've got to realize the damage you have done to your body all these years, and now you've got to fix it. And it's not a fix-all overnight. It does take time. So I do have people that come on and they order products, let's say, for 3 months with me, and that's wonderful, but you have to use them.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, and I hear
they can't sit in your cabinet, people. It doesn't work that's not how it works.
Exactly. You have to use them, and I've been using them since the day I started, and every day, faithfully, I may add other supplements sometimes or go back on something else, but my go-to every day is right now my keto coffee, my collagen, my It's Vital 4, my probiotic. I couldn't tell you another probiotic on the shelf right now that is better than what I'm using with It Works. I have had so many belly issues, and since the probiotic and the greens also help, my stomach is wonderful. It's happy again.
Yay.
Right? So, I could tell you so many stories about different products that I have used. And I've had tons of friends who have used products and what their stories are. Just got to talk to me. Call me. Message me. I'm on Facebook. Or get through Karena. And we, together we talk to you. Come to see one of our events on Saturday. We would love to talk to you.
Oh, yeah. Let's have them do that, because then they get to see you in action.
Well, yeah, that would be awesome.
And then they can shop local with you. They can shop local with all of us. No, but you could sign them up right there.
Yes, exactly. I would help them sign up, show them how it works, so forth. They could even get samples and see how it tastes before they even get the product.
That's a great idea.
Because I do a keto coffee bar. I give out samples of greens, and I also the collagen, our newest product, which is a miracle, like you said, for the sleeping. My lower back pain is so much better. I don't have to. It doesn't hurt to get out of bed or after sitting in a car for so long. So, and I've heard many of other stories of other people, and you have this glow about you when you take it. I can't. You know how when a woman gets pregnant, they have a glow.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I feel like you're getting with this collagen. Your skin just is glowing. It's something our body doesn't make after we get into our 20s, not as much. And it decreases as we keep getting older. Get that back in, and you've got that teenage glow again.
Awesome.
My fountain of youth.
Now, it's not just for women.
No, that is for men also.
Because it's done some pretty amazing things for Dan's health, too.
Oh, yeah. Dan is a diabetic, full-blown diabetic. He's taking insulin, but he has lost over 40 pounds. And that's from doing his greens, and he does the collagen, and he does his vitamins. But right now, and he's doing keto diet, and the doctor has already decreased his dosage of insulin twice by half.
Wow,
They're
that's
hoping
great.
next time that he may not be on insulin ever again if he keeps up what he's doing. And these products have helped him get there. So, yeah, it's a godsend for what this done. It's got me off my blood pressure medication, which I was on almost 10 years. So, like I said, if you keep using the products, if they do work, you just got to give your time for your body to heal.
Can I just say what a fantastic company name it is? Because now every time I say it works, I'm just like, did I take my vitamins today?
Right? Well, I have my special guest here. She's nervous as ever to say anything, but Jessica, say hi. Hi, how are you?
Jessica's joining the team. We're excited.
Yes,
Welcome, Jessica. Nothing like being on live radio before you even started, huh?
She said it's nothing like being on radio.
I know. Major anxiety right now.
No,
But,
it's all good. We're all friends here.
Yeah. You'll meet Karena. She's awesome. But Jessica's here, and she's going to sign up as one of my distributors today. This is her second time. Because first time she did this, like, how long ago was it?
Like over a year ago.
Over a year ago.
Yeah. But I didn't really try the first time. I was pregnant with my second baby, and I was all like, blah, not really interested that much. But this time around, I already have my third child. So I'm really excited to start to use the product and to see what it does to me.
Cool. Well, and offer you some freedom.
Well, yes. Which I need a lot.
Yeah.
Right? She's got her little one, her newest one here right now, just sleeping. But yes, she's a mama, and I have lots of mamas that join because daycare is expensive, and they want to be home with their babies is another reason they're wives, and they want to make a better life for their family. And this opportunity can help them get there.
Yes. And you know what? I really want to make a point for our neighbors out there in Radio Land. When you have a friend or a colleague or a neighbor who has joined, for example, It Works, and they're being provided with the tools to show you and encourage you about the product, give them a few minutes to and listen to what they're doing, because they're actually making an effort to provide freedoms for their family, and I really wish more moms could stay at home. I moved heaven and earth to make sure that I could be home with my kids when they were awake, which is a lot of the reason why I'm an insomniac, because I worked overnight shifts for many, many years, because And I get it, because families are like, both of us have to work. And when people are saying that to me, I'm like, look, I get it. I worked third shift for about 10 years because my kids, and then once I had such a span of time between my children, though, once my son, who's my oldest, was, old enough to babysit. Obviously I didn't have to work third shift, but it was second shift. And then I homeschooled. So we did things a little differently in the Morrison family. So I get it. But, if your neighbor's selling, I don't know, Avon or whatever, don't judge them or harshly. Just understand that they're being proactive and trying to make a better life for their family.
Exactly. And it's those people that, yes, they're trying to make that better life for their family. And some people don't seem to understand that. I mean, personally, me, and I think you're the same way, I would rather purchase something from a small business than a big conglomerate business, because I know that small business is going to a personal individual.
Right.
It's not going to a big overhead company. I mean, here's some things we have to get at the big stores, of course. But if I had the choice, I would rather go to a sole entrepreneur or, a business owner.
Right.
Because they have it tough. I used to own a business, and overhead and paying employees, payroll, taxes. I mean, unbelievable to have a business like that. You have so much going on, plus the building, and you have to abide by all these laws. And it's tough.
Right.
It works so much easier. There is no overhead. The only thing you pay for is a website after your first 30 days, which is $20 a month. Do you know how cheap that is?
It's a pretty good price, and it's a pretty powerful tool. I've looked at it. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. And the product is whatever you decide to use. So I personally would tell people when they become a distributor, you need to use the product, at least try something, so you can at least have some kind of excitement like I do. That's where it got me so excited about these products, because what it's done for my health.
Right.
When you see what it's done for yours, that excitement comes out with you not even trying.
Well, plus you have that integrity and honesty factor. If somebody asks you, do you take any of these products? Okay, let me be 100% honest with you. If somebody approached me and I asked them, if they've experienced what their personal experience is with the products and how long have they done it, and they're like, yeah, I don't use the products, they'd be like, then why would I buy from you? I was just like, well, I don't get it. So
right,
there is that integrity factor, because you want to hold yourself to a high integrity, because then people are more likely to trust you.
Right. And that's why It Works gives you, when you start the business, they give you those products to start with, to at least sample them and get started.
Yeah.
So, or you could turn around like I have done. Like when I got my 4 wraps, I used 2 for myself and I sold the other 2.
Right.
So I had my experience, and then I have my friends who wanted, so I sold them to make my money back. Of course, I paid $99 to start this business.
So did I.
So, yeah.
What's up with that?
I know, right? Well, hey, it is what it is. It works. So especially right now for Christmas, they want to see new entrepreneurs coming in, and for $20, start the year off right.
Well, and keep in mind all those New Year's resolutions. January is going to be a madhouse.
Oh, yeah. January. Our busiest months are from January to April. New Year's resolutions, people, summer coming, they want to be ready for summer in the swimsuits.
Uh-huh.
And then I have my older generation that just wants to be darn right healthy. They want to feel good.
You were having a great conversation last night with a wonderful lady. She was just special. She was precious. And asking all kinds of questions. She's the one that tried the keto coffee and the collagen.
Oh, yeah. She wanted to try it all. She was excited. I guess she felt like, again, my excitement at the time. And she was like, really? does that.
She was adorable. And then I'm standing next to her telling her about my experience. See, because I know that I'm being, 100% honest with them about what it's done for me. And when you can be that genuine with people, I think people crave it.
Right. And I've always been an honest person. I mean, I'm going to tell you downright, if something's not working or something's not, talk to me. If you have a problem with me, talk to me.
Right.
But, I want to talk it out. I would rather that than somebody think something totally horrible, that's not truthful or whatever, because I'll be absolutely honest with you. And no, I'm not mean. I'm not going to be mean at all. So, yeah.
Well, because you want people to succeed too.
Of course. I want them to succeed as much as I have in life. I want to see, I have teammates right now. I have some over in Kansas, and they are rocking this business with me. And not single mom, but a mom that just had her second baby, and she sees the future of where she wants to be and loves these products. Her and her mom both. Her mom's lost over 50 pounds doing the Fat Fighters and Thermo Fight. So their lives have changed health-wise and financial-wise by helping other people. What kind of life is that? Isn't that amazing?
Well, and you know what we should mention too is, the earlier that you can focus on your health through plant-based products and these kind of programs, you're going to save so much money on medical bills. It's just insane. I mean, you're coming from the medical industry, but you got to take care of your body or it's going to rebel on you. Just saying.
Oh, and I was feeling it. Believe me. I mean, I'm in my almost mid-50s now. And yeah, I'm starting to feel the destruction I have done to my body and my body. I guess you could say. But honestly, I feel like it has healed tenfold in the last 2.5 years.
Right.
Like I said, I'm no longer on my high blood pressure medication. That's a big jump.
Yeah.
I've lost over 30 pounds. I feel good, energized, and I feel like I can keep up with my daughter.
Your daughter's adorable. She's a big help too. I want to thank your family. They really have been stepping up, including the puppy dogs in the background.
Yeah, right. Here I'm for school, so that's nice too. I'm here for her,
Right. Okay, so to get in touch with you, where do you want them to go? Do you have an email address? Do you have a website?
Well, I have my website on Facebook. I have my Gabby Go Green Facebook page. I also have my personal page, which is GABY, only one B, Lyons, LYONS. So they could do that. I also have an email address that is gabbygogreen@yahoo.com, if that's easier.
And is that 1B?
That is 2 B's again. The only place I have is my normal page with 1 B because that's what I went through in school.
Uh-huh.
So I have a lot of schoolmates, classmates on Facebook that know me by the 1 B.
Okay, so let's send them. What about your website? So they can browse. They can browse.
For my website is Gabby Go Green, myitworks.com. And just one thing before they go to that website, because a lot of people will go on there. I mean, it's a beautiful website. The products have all the information you are looking for in there, from ingredients to what that product does and so forth. You can also message me through Messenger. I have a Messenger chat button. And I also have an email there you can send me emails to. But just so you know how a loyal customer works, because I don't want people to go on the site, and I try to explain this to everybody, because you see two different prices. You're going to see a retail price, and then you're going to see a loyal customer price. the loyal customer price is the best way to go because you're going to save over 40%. The only thing we ask, and we had discussed earlier, these products take time to work in your system. So what It Works has done, instead of charging you a membership fee, I mean, you can still pay the membership fee, but why? So what they did is the first membership fee, all you have to do is order one product each month. That product can be changed each month. And after that, you are a customer for life and will always save that 40%.
That's a great deal.
Right? I mean, they want everybody to be able to get healthy. I mean, they want everybody to try it, of course. And they're trying the best ways they can to still, here's something else. You guys, there's so many companies that are falling apart and not making it anymore.
Yeah, we were talking about that on Saturday with some other people. Most of us have been in network marketing for other companies and got burned, but It Works is solid.
Oh, they are. They're debt free. They're debt free. Everything they do is for their distributors and for their customers. That's who they're looking out for. They have so many big things going on. Matter of fact, I heard there's going to be a new announcement today. I don't know if we got another new product or we've got something going on sale. They won't say. They like to keep us in suspense.
I know, man. Wow. Keeping up is but I like it because it's energy. It's energy. And speaking about the new products, do you want to briefly mention, we only got a couple minutes. Because I'm really wanting to try it. You've got the immunity product.
Yeah. So immunity, we all were able to order it before December 7th. But our shipments didn't come in until after the 7th. So I just got mine this past week. My daughter was getting sick and I couldn't wait for this stuff to come in because she's going to try this. Because what immunity does for you, it has elderberry in it. It has a Maitake Gold 400 mushroom in it. It has spirulina in it. And all this will boost your immunity to keep you from getting sick. There's so much stuff going around right now between the flu, cold, stomach, whatever. This here will boost your immune system to the point where your body can fight it off. So my daughter, with the cold and cough and the sore throat that she had 3 days ago, after drinking it for the 3 nights, it's pretty much gone. She doesn't feel the sore throat anymore. She's not coughing. She feels good. She's not congested. So it really helps her. And all it is an effervescent that you put in water. It fizzes, it dissolves. You drink it. It tastes like elderberry, smells like berries. It's really good.
Yeah, she was pretty energetic at the night market last night. Very helpful.
Yeah. So she was feeling good, but she wasn't a couple of days ago.
Well, you saw that because I saw it when you did the Facebook Live with her tasting it. That was cracking me up.
Right. Well, she's so finicky. She's so picky. It was funny.
Even though she claims she's not, she sounds like my daughter.
Right.
Well, I really appreciate you, and I'm really excited about getting the word out. So it's only $20. You get Gabby one-on-one, and once again, Gabby is a rock star. No, you've got like 20 years in marketing, and I mean, you just got such massive experiences in things like in the professional world that I feel blessed and honored that you stepped up as the Saturday market manager and the special events manager, and that you're able to incorporate your It Works team involved. I'm really looking forward to your team members coming out and interning with you on events, because I love seeing learning happening. It's great.
I do too, and I'd love to teach. I mean, I love it. I want people to experience what I have, and I just love doing that. And I want to see people grow. And so yes, I love doing that. I think that's why I've probably been a manager or managed something all my life.
Right.
Just like to help people.
Well, thank you for calling in, and thank you for sponsoring our small business segment today. I appreciate
thank you so much for inviting me.
You're welcome.
And just let you know, everything else is back at you. I'm so glad we met when we did. Everything's meant for a reason.
Yeah. All right. Well, you have a wonderful day. I am going to get this show wrapped up and tell everybody about next week's show and invite them out for what's happening next week, Gabby? What's happening on Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, Saturday we'll be there with our vendors, our entrepreneurs, our what else? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Artists and artisans and authors.
Artists, thank you. They'll all be there on Saturday and on Sunday. Sunday night, we're going to have a movie. Come see the Polar Express right there in the park next to us, and then come over and get some samples or get a cup of keto coffee and collagen, and come see our other vendors that'll be out there. Some of them have some really neat stuff they make, and you're not going to find it anywhere else. If you're looking for that last-minute Christmas gift for that hard person to buy, I think you'll be able to find it there.
Yep, we've got a packed market both days. All right, well, this is Monday Motivation with Shop Local for Good. That was Gabby Lyons with It Works. You can find her on Facebook at It Works Gabby Go Green. And we're going to put her link in our promotions of the show, and we'll on YouTube for Shop Local for Good News. And we will be back every Monday from 7 to 9 on the Tan Talk Radio Network. This is Karena with Shop Local for Good News. That's shoplocalforgoodnews.com. Have a wonderful week, my friends, and I will be back next Monday.
WTAN, Clearwater,
FM 106.1,
WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay, WZHR, Zephyr Hills,
FM 104.